For more on this, we're joined by Missouri Congressman Billy Long, a Republican from the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Good morning to you. How concerned are you and your colleagues on the Hill responding to these words of explosions in Moldova? Even though it's a separatist region, could this be a signal that Moscow's troops will actually invade other countries?
I think that's exactly what we're looking at, Adrienne. Is just what you said. I think they're looking to expand the war effort over there, and it has not gone well for Vladimir Putin, and his show of his military force has been very, very weak. And so I don't know how of course, you don't know what goes on in Putin's mind. I don't know how he's, calculating this or what his plans are, but it sounds like he does want to expand. He's not been very successful in Ukraine other than total devastation and genocide, but it looks like he is, unfortunately, thinking about expanding the war.
With the news that Bulgaria and Poland are being cut off from Russia's gas supply, if a UN or a NATO nation is being targeted in this kind of way, what historically would be done or could be done in a situation to counter that?
Well, I think that we're going to have to do everything that we can, especially with NATO. NATO needs to get more involved, I think, than they have been to this point. And when I was on the Energy Subcommittee of Energy and Commerce, we worked long and hard to be able to export liquefied natural gas out of this country. Of course, we no longer do that. So it's those type of steps that we need to take.
What do you make of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's comments, a warning that Ukraine could provoke a World War III with Russia?
I think that I hope that that's just talk, just like whenever Putin early on said he was preparing his defensive nuclear capabilities. And of course, they're threatening nuclear war again. And no one wins a nuclear war. And we all, I think, need to understand that. And so let's hope that that's the same kind of tough talk that Lavrov's putting out.
But a lot of Americans, this is their primary concern. I mean, at the very beginning of this Ukrainian conflict, Americans were most fearful, really, and anxious about the fact that this could signal a nuclear threat. Is America prepared to defend against something like this?
I think that we are, but again, let's hope and pray that we don't have to go there. And we do need to be very, very mindful of what's going on, and hopefully we have things in place that can prevent some kind of an attack. But yeah, nuclear war, like I said, no one wins, and everyone is concerned about that, but I hope it's just bluster on the Russians' part.
I think everybody would agree with you on every side and across every aisle. Thank you so much, Congressman Billy Long. We appreciate your time.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.